see into your past.
There's something wrong with the sound. Sounds more echoey. Huh. Or maybe I'm just like hyper paranoid because of some of the tech issues I've been having lately. So I'm just gonna let it ride. The time limit on that. That's interesting. I only have one ambrosia. Hi everyone. It's been a minute since I've played this, and I've had tech issues recently, so I've had to make several changes to my system. The sound sounds a little different to me. I don't know if that's just me, again being a little paranoid, or if that actually is a problem. I'm not too worried about it right now. Ultimately, ultimately, we're just gonna run with it. So, with any conditions, I need to lower the heat gauge. Damage control can go. Extreme measures, ironically enough, seems to be like the easiest thing to deal with because it only affects the bosses, like the main bosses of the floors. Um, Admittedly, I haven't had it all the way up to 4 yet. I have no idea what Hades is going to be like whenever I try to fight him under extreme measures, but Lerny and the Furies, they're not that bad, and you know, Theseus and Asterius are pretty rough under extreme measures, but I find them to be kind of rough regularly, so it's fine. Anyway,
That ought to liven things up.
let's get on with it.
Now fling the blasted thing again, I said, and put your anger into it this time, like so. Or if you've not angered enough for it yet, you'll learn, I promise you.
What a wonderful father.
I've anger enough.
Lord and ruler of Olympus on the world, why, he needs a healthy sense of humor, no, young man? There's an awful lot of spoil sports out here, can't even take a little joke. Well, I know all their mothers. Fire on all of them, I say. Let's joke away.
I mean, Zeus, you may think you have a sense of humor, but you're kind of cruel. You're kind of
Is my hair sticking up?
I do not
Not what I need right now.
particularly like this weapon. It's like I've been told, though, I need to have at least one successful clear with each weapon. Like, I firmly believe in that. Yeah. Do I want to gain health or lose it? I think I'm gonna lose it.
I can take it.
serpent's flame, a waking phrase, to which you and the unseen artifact of my creation may respond.
Okay.
Waking phrase. And an all-seeing artifact, you must mean Aegis, right? So I'm to say to it, I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame, and it'll wake right up. Though, can you tell me what it means, or who?
Oh, I can tell you almost anything. However, I would much prefer it if you learned most of the answers you seek out yourself.
Okay.
I see you stand your ground against the serpent's flame.
I'm glad I don't have to actually remember these phrases. None of these are particularly good for me. As long as I keep my distance, I'll at least be able to... Prophecy foretold. Of course it is. I mean, this is not really a choice, is it? Hello?
In your honor, Lady Artemis, your mighty blessings have helped me through so many trials now, and I always welcome your level-headed presence here.
Look, I like being worshipped just as much as anybody, Zagreus, though bear in mind that you can always leave the worship of me to the forest nymphs, all right?
Okay, so she's done. I've got 3 of the gods up as about as high as I can get them right now.
Have to admit, you're very capable with Coronacht. Now I can hit a bullseye in my sleep, but you'll be right there with me if I don't keep practicing, I think.
It's always good to keep your skills up.
The might of the huntress.
I don't have enough heat for that anyway. I was a bit like, well, let's go get some more. Oh, never mind. Hello, Hess. How's it going? I see you peeking.
Come get shot.
Now, Zagreus, we don't greet our chatters that way. That's just rude. Don't mind him, Hess. How you doing today?
Delicious.
Let's do some lightning strike. Oh, I still have Hades' thing equipped, don't I? That's...
My boon from chaos is transformed.
Cool. I don't have to worry as much about that.
I have a brother, Helios the Sun, a nonsense talker with a flaming chariot. Why, he once told me that my Kore, that she went into that underworld of yours. Preposterous. The clouds now blot him out entirely.
Lovely.
By the 3 fates.
I try so hard to get the nectar. I'm like, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it... No, okay. That's fine. It's mine, not yours. Mine. Alright. So focused on the enemy, I need to pay more attention to where I'm at. What's going on around me. Should probably focus on getting more health now too, though.
Now listen up here, Zach, because this time I have got something for you that's gonna put some extra fire in your step. You ready, man?
I've already got plenty of fire in my step, so I'm definitely, you know what? I'm gonna take this just because of I've been trying to get the nectars anyway. You know what I'm saying, man? Thank you very much. You have a good one. Anyone else? Alright. There you go. There is something to be said about the calmer, more measured approach to combat that this kind of weapon facilitates. Ultimately, I'm a bigger fan of the chaos, the speed, the... Oh.
You see that, Coronaut?
Piercing... I mean... Yeah.
My bow grows stronger. Got to hold nice and still.
Do you, though? Oh, damn it.
You win this round, fish.
You may have won the battle, but I will win the war. More health. It's time. Let go of me. Piss off.
Centaur strength. It's lent me strength. Good enough to eat.
Why not? It is my primary form of attack, so the more damage I'm doing with that, the happier I'll be. Hi! No, that's not my name. We've been working on this. Ow. Ow! She's working on it.
Don't wrongfully accuse somebody else.
You know what? Sure. Because I've already foolishly wasted one. Alright. Run's not going too terribly well, but it is the first run of the day, so that just seems to be par the course for me at this point.
Hot up here.
First run of the weekend. Oh, Chaos, what have you got for me?
Wait out there, I guess.
I have to gift the gods, and I have a nectar, so I might as well use it. Hello. Oh, piss. Stay. Stay. Good thing. Oh, no. Stay. Stay. Good boy.
Come, wretches.
Not another one. I think the trap killed it, so we're good. Ah. No.
Ever since we met, Lord Hermes, life here in the underworld has been much faster paced, and I am ever grateful. This is for you.
Hey boss, I appreciate the tip, but just as a reminder, all my services are paid in full already. No need for special thanks. Though, cheers.
Cheers.
Not now.
Okay, so yeah. I'm getting more and more of the gods up there.
I got this fast, cuz. Lots of practicing, I'll tell you that. And being born unnaturally quick, I guess.
It's like, here's what you do, boss. First, you practice a lot, you run around a lot, you dart around at every opportunity, you have lots of zoomies, and by the way, you need to be born with super natural speed. It really helps. Cheers. Yeah. Actually, a faster attack would really be beneficial for this, so... Oh shit. Very skilled on my part. Just I'm not getting that much of a bonus from the lightning damage now, so I think I'm gonna... It's like 1 extra damage per. I need to use my cast more, but I'll give it a go.
And we're off. Has to be the last of this lot.
You sure about that, bud? Also, how do you know? Like, I've wondered that for a little bit now. How does he know sometimes?
In the name of Hades.
That'll help. Always love some damage mitigation. And I'm sorry, Lord Dionysus, but you're just locked behind a boss right now, and I just can't be bothered. So I'm gonna get some more health instead. Bow, 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 ba-da.
Vitality.
You know, I should be taking less damage, but it does feel like I'm taking more. Oh, now all of these are pointing in the same direction. Seems like I couldn't skip the boss after all. But for Lady Artemis, anything's worth it. Oh no, fuck. No, stop it.
Fine, Mercy. See you.
Oh, is that all I get from her? If I level up her doll, I can... Now stay put. Come on. Deadly Flourish. Definitely a good thing to grab. Oh, where's Orpheus? I mean, I know he can't stay here all the time, but it's always sad not seeing him here now.
Sure don't see a lot of other nymphs around here, huh? We don't die too easy, most of us. Makes me feel all special.
I've never met another nymph now that you mention it. Heard of a few. The goddess Artemis sounds like she spends more time with nymphs than the other Olympians.
That's what I heard. Though it's not like we all hang out. I mean, you've got the dryads and the naiads and the nereids and the oceanids. Pretty much every type of terrain up top, there's a kind of nymph who loves it. Maybe we need a name for underworld nymphs too.
I mean, I'm not even going to try to come up with anything clever for that. I'll leave it to anyone in chat who's feeling clever.
It'll be my pleasure.
Not overly concerned.
I see you.
Later then, yeah?
Have a good one. Bow, 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 bow. I didn't mean to. I'm trying to break all the pots, man. I'm a pot breaker. It's what I do. I think if I go for food
Why not?
and then this is the most difficult choice of my life, but I think I'm gonna go for a power up.
Of Olympus. I have longed to hear the sound of your hiss, Lenny.
Ow! Oh god. There's a lot going on right now. Oh, my body. My poor body. Just...
Not yet.
Become unseen as I.
Hello, Einen.
Bashing heads for now.
I haven't spent 2 hours asking Chat GPT things, but it's the kind of thing that's going to become increasingly normal. So if anything, you're ahead of the curve. Does that make you feel better? You might be a trendsetter. Eventually, everyone's going to be talking to AI bots all day, every day. Alright, let's see here. Are you talking to the free version, or are you one of those subscribers to ChatGPT 4? I think 4 is the latest version. I don't know if it's Chat GPT specifically, but I know a lot of people are increasingly using it to write everything from, like you said, resumes and emails to code. Like, you can code with Chat GPT or some AI out there. Not that I'm aware of, but I mean, for all I know, you could be a bot. So, I mean, what do you say to that?
To storm my way through that eternal paradise.
You're asking it for fun things like sharp ratios on different portfolios. What? Oh no! I'm ready for you.
Feeling stronger.
I hear a thing. Up to 75. Sure, why not? Been on Twitch for longer than the AI thing is in public, so if I'm one, I must have been a test. I was talking to Ringtail. But I mean, like, that's the thing, right? We're entering the scary part of the timeline where it's going to be increasingly difficult to tell who's a real person and who's a bot, even with video like this. You never know. I could be an AI generated thing. Think you have too many typos? That's what they want you to think. Maybe you're testing like a new way to camouflage among with the humans, like, you know, typing it like a Gen Zer and using emotes and everything. You never know. You know, G.I. Joe used to say that knowing is half the battle, but I feel like with this problem specifically, knowing is like 3/4 the battle. I hate Shield Bros. If I had known Shield Bros were gonna spawn for this, I would have tried for this treasure trove. Yeah, I didn't get anything for it. It's just... God.
Nice.
You have noticed that, chat? I was joking! I mean, I was kind of joking, but... Ugh. The future sucks. Cyberpunk was right. The future just sucks.
Let's fight.
No, it's not. Whatever do you mean, Zagreus? The one is dead. Let's go ahead and do that. So what other kind of fun conversations have you had with Chat GPT? I've messed with it a little bit, but I mean, I'm afraid of like contributing to the downfall of my species. The internet is becoming more dead as we speak. So I haven't messed with it too much. You use it to answer job application, quit pension, taxation, okay. Oh, speaking of health stuff, I actually read the other day that one use that they're starting to try to apply AI to is early detection of various kinds of cancer. And that's like one thing that I am down for AI being used for, you know? Like, I really think that's a good thing. The article I read specifically was talking about how it detected potential breast cancer in a woman, like, several months before it was confirmed by a human doctor. Or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact details now, but I mean, that's really cool. Not, I mean, you know, it's cool for her that it was found early and dealt with. Not so cool that she had it in the first place. Of course there's more. Not a fan of this. In combination with some of the health tracking things, it can reveal a lot of information. Oh, Lady Artemis. There's a specific boon I'm wanting from Lady Artemis, but she may not be offering it this run. It's the, I can't remember the name of it now, but it's the backup shots, to where if you hit an enemy with an attack or a special, or you cast, it fires an additional arrow out, and does some extra damage for you. But I don't think she's offering it this run, and I really need some health, so I'm going to take a gamble here and just see if... Okay. Health items. Always a fan of health items. And look, I get to go to... Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to visit the guy instead.
My senses.
I know what you mean, Charon. I know what you mean. Okay. You're not talking to yourself.
You know, for such a loudmouth, obnoxious braggart, Theseus does seem to have formed a strong kinship with the Bull of Minos, hasn't he? Are they truly as inseparable as they seem? I feel bad for the bull.
Sometimes it's our differences that make us drawn to one another, no? And at other times there's no accounting for taste. I often don't know which is which. and they can have each other, far as I'm concerned.
Take care then.
I doubt it'll be of much help.
You'll be fine. I'm working on that contract with Achilles right now. Here in a few runs, he'll be free to visit you, and everything will be lovely.
Did Daedalus himself build all of this? Refreshing. In the name of Hades.
They're gonna hit me. They're gonna pay for it. Just realized how much health I have. I should be fine, right? Oh god, I should have went for the other room. Actually, I should be fine. I have a ranged weapon. They're not nearly as threatening when I can make them explode from a distance. So many butterflies. Oh, there are 3 of them in the room, that's why. This is the worst. Cool.
Delicious.
Make them really pay for. I heard a fish ding. Where is the fish? Do y'all see that there's the fish? I done messed up on one of these, so I really need to focus. I really need to zone in. There we go.
Another clan.
Behold. Made no sense to visit Charon. I don't have enough coin for anything. It's easier to execute and deals a I mean, alternatively, this is pretty good too. Perfect shot or sniper shot? I don't know which one to get. Feel like sniper shot, maybe? Although, well, power shot's pretty good, too. Like, I've got the timing of it down pretty good, but I do still miss it. But, when I do get it, I'm going to get a greater benefit from this, so, yeah, I'm going to go for the sniper.
Excuse the champion there, short one. He hasn't been himself. Though he'll still fight you to the death, I'm sure.
That's good, because you had me worried for a moment there. Hey, maybe I can knock some sense back into him. What do you think?
I'm not so sure. I've tried. But I know better than to underestimate you. Fight us then.
I think this is the first time Theseus hasn't said a single word. Oh, there he goes. He's fine. He's talking now. I was worried. And it's weird saying that, because I'm never worried about Theseus. If anything, I've been wanting him to shut up for a while.
Become unseen once more.
Don't think that's going to work.
Your foes shall have to watch their backs.
Goddess Athena, I need your aid now.
Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 Death Defies here, and that really sucks.
That ought to make Theseus shut it for a bit. I'll take that. You are my biggest fan. Guess I'll be going then.
Elysium ought to be harder to escape than that.
Well, I mean, he did do a number on me. They did do a number on me, so I need... I'm really beginning to wonder if I'll ever successfully have a run with this weapon.
What's with the air up here? I can use this. Zesty. I'm sick. Okay. Come try me.
Become one.
Cured. Can't do that. Need to keep looking down those passageways. Which tunnel?
I don't do the boss doors unless I have no other choice. The scariest boss in the whole game is up here after all, so... Oh, come on. I still don't have enough.
I needed one.
Oh, man. 5 more gold. 5 more gold. No pots in here I can break, nothing.
Found it already. I'll just tuck that away. Bit of an aftertaste.
Now I have enough. Can I go back? I really want to go back and buy the the extra Death Defy. Hello, Alders. How's it going? Welcome back to some Valfius TV.
That's quite a stash there, Charon.
Because I can't spend it on anything else.
Spend it all in one place, mate.
There it is! Support fire! She finally gave it to me.
Princess Agrius once more offers to Cerberus one of his favorite sacks.
I'll never apologize for lurking. Always feel free to lurk. Yeah, it's like I learned yesterday that Dime's been a serial lurker this year. I think, as he put it. I'm not gonna fault anyone for that.
The sigil of the dead. I wear the helm of darkness. Even devoid of artifacts as these, we fight here without witnesses, in shadow.
If only everybody knew you had a mighty son most capable of cutting you down to size, with or without the ability to vanish suddenly.
A very boastful son, who often thinks too much of his ability. Come then. Vanish suddenly.
Alright, come on, Dad. Let's do it.
Darkness. Now.
You.
Darkness.
Sometimes I forget that he can dash too, and I don't know why. He basically has all of my abilities just supercharged. I always mistime it. If I could...
What? Rise, wretches.
It's like, what?
Me with which you once clung to your meager lives. Darkness. Last chance. Darkness. Zagreus. Darkness.
Oh, come on!
Which of our relatives aided you this time, boy?
Oh, quite a few of them, I'll have you know.
Enough. Darkness. Father! I'm right here.
Not with this weapon, though.
Father.
Oh, hi. You're welcome. Just go right ahead, I guess.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
Should I have, though?
Achilles, sir, you happen to know whether Father authorized the transfer of a Macedonian Tau Lambda chariot to Elysium in recent memory? I ran into the former hero Theseus all joyriding about in one of those.
I know the chariot you mean. It's not just any Macedonian. It's modified, apparently by Daedalus himself. No earthly weapons can do what it does. Though, please don't tell me Theseus put on that mask.
He did.
What, you mean the golden matching mask? I saw him wearing it all right. Looked like a proper fool, I thought. What of it, though?
Probably. It's very interesting watching the Shades sometimes. They do kind of pseudo interact with some of the characters. Like, obviously there's no dialogue or anything, but
Well, I think that Daedalus would certainly agree. Heard that he fashioned that mask and outfit as a little joke. For someone deeply prideful and well unaware. It must have suited Theseus quite well then.
I like it. I like it.
That it did, most definitely, sir.
I should have bigged myself up hard with a pre-match taunt. Well,
My authority does have its limitations.
unfortunately, like, the thing of it is like, I'm not very confident with the bow. I'm gonna try the other aspect I've unlocked for it, but, this may be a stream of failures. Probably just reminding me that I can do... Don't make that face at me. Don't you dare. We're used to... Wow! Okay.
Child, I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly an attempt by Chaos to reach out to me. A message merely at the edges of my consciousness, yet I felt certain it was there. But I could not discern it otherwise. What does Chaos want from me?
I think Chaos wishes to re-establish contact with you, Nyx. The two of you drifted apart from one another, so I think I can imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos a while, but that was nothing in comparison to this. Isn't this some way you can reconnect?
Now that the house is strong and this realm orderly, I do not know. But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
Of Zeus as a serpent, the bite of Queen Hera, Zagreus came. I love it. Hi, how's it going?
No time to rest.
I'm not trying to rest, I'm trying to talk.
You have to work with Hypnos pretty closely as part of your job, Dusa. Feels like I've been running into him a lot lately.
Mr. Hypnos, I have trouble getting through to him. I think he gives me plenty of advice. It's just, it isn't really why I talk to him. I only talk to him when I don't have a lot of other choice, I guess.
I'll just keep talking to him so no one else has to.
There you go.
Here's what I caught.
Ooh,
Always a pleasure.
I need to catch more clams.
Achilles in the spotlight.
So I think I'm gonna try a run with this.
Ask something of you.
Oh, hi.
Thanatos, I'd ask you to come in, but you're already here. It's really good to see you.
Just tell me one thing, Zagreus. Did you really mean what you told me before, that maybe we ought to take our time?
I just don't mean to push you, Than. I know all this is kind of a lot. And I wanted you to know this isn't some impulsive thing for me. I'll wait for you however long it takes.
You have no concept of which impulses to act upon and which to keep in check. You say you'll wait? Well, let me ask you this. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm here. Already. Right?
Than. Oh, you're right.
Fade to black.
Hey, Than. Look, speak up already. I don't like it when you're quiet for too long. What's on your mind?
A lot of things, and you will have to grow to like it, Zag. Or what I mean is, don't take my silence the wrong way, all right? I better get going, though. I'm way behind on work, but see you again, if that's all right.
It is. It is.
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting for that to happen today, but here we are. Good for them. Here I am. Sorry it took me a while. I had a visitor. I think for now, I'm going to switch back over to Mom's gift to me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to try the other aspect that I've unlocked.
What you truly are.
Actually, hold on.
Malphon hungers.
Yeah, put up your dukes.
Hold on. I thought I was going to unlock a hidden aspect of...
I see you stand your
Yeah, there we go.
against the serpent's flame.
Aspect of Beowulf. Okay. Cool, cool. Well, I think they were doing more than Kissing.
Hera.
Alders. Alright, so... Really cool that I can just load it into my next shot. I don't even have to worry about aiming it now. Yeah, since I've never actually had a single successful run with this, I'm going to try without any heat at all. And just kind of see what's going on. Cool that I've gotten that though. I mean, if I don't get a successful run with the bow this time, I just may not worry about it for a few streams.
Time to break out.
I mean, I've got eternity, right? You know, I'm gonna be running out of hell plenty of times.
There, Dionysus. Lord Dionysus, mate, you have made the mood down here materially less miserable, and I am much obliged.
What, is that from me? Why, Zag, I mean, you really shouldn't have. You know I can't get enough of this stuff, right?
That's why I'm gonna keep giving it to you, buddy. Alright, so you're up to 2.
You gotta let me in on something, Zag. How did you gather up so much ambrosia there? I mean, sometimes I think the stuff is plentiful up here, but you are positively swimming in it, man.
I'll tell you eventually, I'm sure. Your attack inflicts hangover. Sure. Very kind of it to always give me nectar on the third try on that door. I'm beginning to wonder just how random it is.
What do we have here? That's good.
Well, I've got a nectar, otherwise I'd visit Chaos. But while the opportunities present themselves, I will be gifting the gods. Like, that's really my main priority now. I really don't care if I beat Hades at this point, although it always does feel kind of bad to lose.
Lord Ares. Lord Ares, it is my privilege to have met you and have learned your death-inflicting way.
I do appreciate this gift to me, although you really shouldn't have. The suffering which you inflict is ample compensation in itself.
Yay. He likes the suffering.
Surely you've heard the rumblings about a war which has erupted on the surface here. Doubtless you've seen an influx of fallen mortals. It's quite a decent one, I have to say. Though unlikely to rise to the ranks of the greats. Too few armies involved in it, I fear.
Chaos is effectively the god of the gods and the primogenitor of everything. And after Nix's little chat, I thought you'd be interested in helping her out. Well, the thing of it is I think I've already done all of the push I need. Right now, she's just thinking on it. Don't worry, I'll be visiting Chaos plenty of times. In the future, it's just don't know where that yawn came from. It's just that I'm trying to get to the epilogue, and from what the prophecy makes it sound like, the way to do that is to become chummy with all the gods. You know. Sure.
Right. The power of the gods.
There's no reason to rush that, I think, is what I'm saying.
It's Lady Demeter.
You stumbled into Dionysus, Zagreus. One of these days I shall prevent his vineyards all from ripening. Put to the test his carefree attitude.
Well, like I said about the bow, I have an eternity. Yeah. Or, you know, I don't know. You know what?
Ice cold. I have a better idea.
No. No. Son of a bitch. I was hoping for another nectar. I swear I don't remember them being this rare, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I just wasn't nearly as focused on it at the time.
there.
Howdy.
So, Sisyphus, I've meant to ask, where are you getting all this stuff you give to me? You must be pretty well connected around here.
Oh, well, you know, I have acquaintances amongst the locals here. Try to be neighborly with everyone is all. It's not just Baldy and myself, as you can see. Sometimes I come across things that would be better off in other hands than mine.
I can respect that. You know what? Where's my health at? Nah, I'm good. Give me the obol.
Got just the thing.
Thank you. I know, that was a lot of money. I'm as shocked as you. And now they're gossiping about all the money I got. Hi, Boldy. I wish there was more dialogue with Boldy. Like, the first couple of times I talked to him, Zagreus had a lot to say, and now it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I do enjoy the chats with Boldy. I hope they have the same voice actor for Boldy in the sequel that they do here. I think it'd be really nice.
Think you'll go all the way this time?
You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
Ahoy, nephew. I bet you have your hands full dealing with your enemies down there, so let me see what I can do. And I can do a lot.
Now let us see what you can do. Still got plenty of health, I think. Anyone else?
Set. I'll take what's mine.
Wretches, take him now. Enough.
Finally. Veiled in darkness.
I thought he said failed in darkness for a second. And I was like, whoa.
Seal the chamber.
Dad. Come on. Don't send me to my room.
I am being watched.
Fine, go.
Okay.
Yes.
do.
Ready for me?
Stop laying your mines everywhere.
Gods grant me strength.
And level that sucker up. You got anything for me? Got so much. I got so much money. Why not? Hey, speaking of having so much money. Bow, 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 bow.
Thank you, mate. Time to face the Furies. I'm here, Meg.
You know Batty's not going to work here, don't you? I'm definitely not going to help you out of this one.
Meg, you can do anything if you set your mind to it. Though don't worry, Batty's just here for the show.
Then let's make it a good one.
Oh, the mythical frolicking is going wonderfully. I'm having a grand old time. I just spent some quality time with Thanatos in my bedroom. You know, just a great time all around. Riches of the underworld, not to her. I took a bit more damage there than I think I should have, but I was just trying to end that fight pretty quickly.
She's going to be mad.
She can be as mad as she wants. We're all just doing our jobs here. It'll be fine. How's it going today, Etsy? Welcome to not tech support. Welcome to not technical difficulties featuring me.
Should I change things up?
I mean, clearly I can't change. They don't want you to change your stuff halfway through a run, like your helpers. Which is, I mean, that's fine. It's interesting.
See you, Tartarus.
But maybe I don't want Meg to help me, you know? Patronizing Meg is never a good... Oh, no, yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Alders. It's fine. What am I updating? Oh! Some shades of Asphodel express concern that the river threatens to flood, to engulf the meadows in fire and ash. At the House of Hades, we have downplayed the likelihood of this, but we are ill-equipped to deal with the outcome should it come to pass. At best, we can swiftly relocate the shades who wish to leave to Asphodel's outskirts. Isn't this the... This isn't the helpless desk? Not even the no-help desk? I might be helpless. Hello, Franny. Look, if yesterday's stream was any indication, I'm clearly helpless in solving my own problems. So Slavog. I feel like we solved it, all of us together. The solutions are the friends we made along the way, right? Isn't that the...
Coronox will find you. More skull crushers?
I'm out of dice. I just realized that I was gonna... Which I don't know why I feel the need to re-roll for Hermes sometimes. It's just... The other gods have such better boons. Not that I'm downplaying his speed boons or anything, it's just, Oh. Troubleshooting was really the troubles we... if only I could shoot all my troubles away. I mean, I guess I'm doing that right now. I'm shooting at all of my troubles.
Saw Thanatos again lately here, boss, and I want to tell you, almost looked as though he cracked a smile when he mentioned you. Never seen anything.
Oh, Franny! You missed it! I spent some quality time with Thanatos. In my bedroom. There was giggling. The screen faded to black. Unless you were here lurking when that happened, in which case... I'm really curious if I can have the same thing happen with Dusa and Meg. Like, Thanatos is... Or, not Thanatos. Zag might be a player. And Achilles hinted at as such in some dialogue too. You're gods, for God's sake. Just follow your heart. Whether it's Thanatos, Meg, both of them. Yeah, I'm sad you missed it, but I really had no control over when that happened. I was just going to my bedroom, getting ready to do another run, and there he was, just standing there. And I was like, oh, hi, how's it going? Oh... Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'm down for that. I am down for that. I mean, Ares is always a bro.
Have to say, the barge of death is never late. How many more of these are there?
Yeah, I'm assuming that any of the options that have that little heart arrow, I can romance like Dusa. I wonder who the others are, because I'm assuming there's three more, because there are 6 little doll gifts that I can get.
In the name of Hades.
But who knows? I don't think I have a Blade Rift thing yet. Oh, my call, of course. So yeah, there's some more romancing to do. I'm never gonna be done with this game. I'm beginning to feel that.
Good enough to eat.
Hmm.
Going in.
After some consideration and on your recommendation, I attempted lately to make contact with the goddess Nyx again. She is quite distant from me now, of course. If you happen to know, did she receive the message well? Respond.
Well, Master Chaos, she can be a little difficult to read at times, but I got the impression she was quite surprised, even excited to have heard from you again. She said that she would think about how to respond, or whether to respond.
I see. Well, she shall find a way if it is warranted. I always did expect the world from her. There were times when I expected her to shine as bright as day, although she is night. When she achieved a certain level of ability, she left, and I could not find her.
I'm coming. Just give me a minute. Chaos has inflicted me with. Okay, we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this.
Cheers, mate.
How are you doing today? I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it.
How's the old neck holding up?
Ready for me to chop it up again? Because I can oblige. At least my dash isn't affected. Gotta be careful though. I hear you, buddy. You just hiss away.
Till you reconstitute again. Mine now.
You know, since we're talking about romance options now, and the game clearly has that, there is no denying it now.
Short work of the Hydra, then, I take it.
I've got a question for y'all. Which character do y'all like? Which two characters do y'all ship the most in this game? Like, poor Lerny just wanted a hug. You know what? I ship Zagreus and Lerny. I think they would be the best.
Onward.
And upward, as they say. Oh my god.
Stand aside.
Boldy and Dusa. I think they'd be sweet together. I mean, Boldy is such a good listener. Yeah. And if I remember the dialogue right, there was some dialogue like several streams ago that hinted that they definitely have history. Like, maybe things didn't end well between them, and that's where some of her hostility's coming from.
You should have listened.
What do you...
In the name of Hades.
Any boons I find are more potent? I'm definitely going down. I'm definitely down for that. I'm definitely down for that. More health is good. You like Than and Zag? Ah! I don't know where that kitten came from, but I did not like it. I did not like it being there. Did not like it exploding right next to me. That was a bad time. Hey, my normal movement speed is back. I'm working on that, Franny. I need 5 diamonds to free Achilles to be able to visit his friend. Just to understate their relationship considerably. His friend.
In the name of Hades.
Your cast inflicts chill, but is smaller and moves. I mean, it's a fated choice, so I feel like I should pick it no matter what. But normally, I don't know if I'd go for that. I don't know. It seems to be all right. It seems to be all right. You know, I got to thinking about it. Like, because I've got this weapon, it really doesn't matter how slow it moves. I can get it to the enemy pretty quick. I'm gonna skip the mini boss, thank you.
Here he comes.
Thought I'd drop in.
How's it going, buddy?
To catch up at some other time, though good to see you anyway. You so-called champions could use a lesson in humility.
Lesson one. Don't mess with either one of us.
I think Than's gonna win this one. I've just got to be careful to not die now. Alternatively,
The situation is under control. Go on.
he didn't drop. Oh, he didn't drop a heart because he won. That's right. It's just like he didn't give me a heart. I was upsetty spaghetti about it. I was like, oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Range for that attack is just a little further than I thought it was. That doesn't seem to be much cop without stacking on the Artemis moons. It really depends. I want to try the other aspect of it that I had earlier, not the aspect of Hera that I'm using now, but the one that essentially has like a homing thing for its special. As long as you've attacked an enemy, that one seemed really good. It's just I wasn't rocking the right charm. I still had the Hades charm equipped instead of Mom's, hey, let's level up all of your boons randomly charm.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I'm going to try the other one again. Snowburst, Frozen Touch. I'm gonna go for that. I just really think that the bow doesn't mesh with my playstyle at all. Now, I feel like it's a really good... It would be a really good weapon in the right hands, and my hands are not the right hands. So don't judge it too harshly. It's probably more me than the weapon itself. Oh, I got you. Okay. Behold the violence! Look at the violence!
That's something. In the name of Hades.
What? Oh my god. Do you know how many hits you can get in with a Blade Rift? That's absolutely absurd. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I've seen the Daedalus Hammer like 7 times, but each time I've seen it, there's a better option. I feel really bad for Daedalus. Like, I'm just not picking him at all. Although, he probably doesn't care. It's fine.
Winter's greeting to you, Zagreus.
Season's greetings. Alright, let's do it.
Please fight with me again, Asterius. I mean, just like before. You must forgive me my indecencies of late. This blasted fiend, his lies and treachery get right under my skin. Or the phantasmagorical equivalent.
Phantasmagorical. That is a word.
Swear something to me, King, that you'll discard your fears above a bond. The short one here is never going to break it. He doesn't even understand it. The only one who can break it is you yourself.
Oh, my dear friend Asterius, I see, of course, you're right. You're right. You're right. And I solemnly do swear to you indeed that I shall never again doubt our brotherhood, nor shall I ever listen to this fiend. Together, now and always.
I liked him better when he didn't talk.
Well, glad that's settled then.
Most enthusiastic audience.
What the fuck was that? They have a new attack now? Oh, what the hell? Oh god. Yep, they have a new attack now, and it's something that they're just gonna... Okay. Zeus, why? Get fucked.
That ought to shut him up. Got them again, my shade.
Unfortunately, I am still approaching Hades with only a single death defy to my name.
The finest of Elysium all failed to thwart you, eh?
That's right, Dad.
Let's see here.
I hope this isn't too much for you to consider.
Just what I need, except...
Of course there's a kiss of sticks in there. I'm not getting rid of, You know what? There we go.
Should be useful. I'm almost out of here.
Brotherhood. They share a room. It's a very strong bond of brotherhood that they have, I'll have you know. That apparently I tried to ruin somehow.
Edge of Father's realm.
I just don't like that after everything they now have a new attack. it's kind of rough. Not gonna lie, it's kind of rough. Come on. Sadly, you have to lurk now. Valgrius! I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Ooh, coin. What you eating? I forgot to ask you earlier what you were cooking, so what are you now eating? Feel free to answer after your lurk, of course. Like, there's no rush on it. It'll give me something to look forward to. Roast chicken dinner. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty good. Always a fan of chicken. I've a. That was rough. I always have trouble deciding which is my favorite meat. Chicken or beef.
Good enough to eat.
Barely got to use it.
Extra blessing. A moment's rest.
No. I might need the extra health, but I'm gonna hold off. Maybe. Maybe. Come on. Don't tease me. How much money do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the extra health. Need all the health I can get for what's about to go down. Oh, come on. I was so hopeful. For a minute, I didn't think that room was ever going to end. It's always good. Are you stuck? I was waiting for him to come back around, but it just wasn't happening. That hangover is proving to be really good. Trying to get the timing for that down again. I've apparently lost it. I'm not getting the boost from the special attack.
A special treat for Cerberus.
Oh, somehow missed the golden one. All right, so let's go get these. Get these boons. Drunken Strike. 14 damage every half a second is really good. Yeah.
Tower of Olympus.
Do it again.
Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
I might be able to do this with some of these boons I've got.
I can go. I'm out. Oh, hi, Father.
Lovely seeing you here this time of night.
Who shall be first to return home this time, do you suppose?
You. That's what I'm aiming for. Oh! Good shot. Oh, I always mistime that dodge. I used to be better at it. Have a blast.
I'm afraid not. Darkness,
Where are you?
I'll not indulge such outbursts from you, boy.
Plan to handle this yourself.
It's a shield bro. I hate shield bros. Darkness. Nice shot, Dad. I'm real proud of you. Pardon me, Dad. I gotta take out the guy. Alright. End of phase 1 go. Yes, you're very fearsome. I'm very proud of you. By the way, Dad. Have a blast. Oh, come on.
This is for your own
Thanks, Ares. I almost feel bad for that, but, you know, if you have it, might as well use it, right? Vicious Cycle is perhaps the best addition you can have to Blade Rift. Just it's so good. It's so good because like if you read it, your Blade Rift effects deal more damage for each consecutive hit. So as long as you're standing on top of him, you get +2 damage per hit per hit. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Thanks, Alders.
The underworld prince soon meets one of his typical ignoble deaths.
Bow, bow, bow. Like, that was just stupid.
Thank you, everyone. You're too kind.
Oh, Hypnos isn't here. Oh.
And if you ever need anything at all, Your Royalness, you can always find me wide awake right over there. Though I really shouldn't leave my post like this, not even for you.
I truly appreciate it.
Wide awake, just always doing his job, just always. I did.
What's new?
Cause of death impalement. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Thanatos, the world outside. Didn't you say that it would make you sick being out there for very long at all? I understand now what you meant by that. Beautiful place and all, but it's good to be back.
See what I mean now, Zag? Nice place to visit on occasion, sure. But I definitely wouldn't want to live there.
Couldn't if I tried.
Ain't that the truth? Mild and warm. How much did I need for you again?
The Master Chambers.
1,500. That's right. And then 5 nectar. It's gonna be a while before I turn that into you because I'm working on on my kin right now.
Indulge me for a moment, boy. Why bother to construct a sundial there, knowing full well it was my wish to have one installed? To demonstrate your awe-inspiring authority, or to deny me the small pleasure of doing it myself?
God.
Maybe a little of each? Or maybe you ought not second-guess my every motive and decision, constantly searching for some sinister agenda that has yet to cross my mind.
I would have chosen an entirely different marble texture for it anyway.
Great. Next time you can. Nix, you've known Megara practically forever, or before my time at least. So could you tell me more about what she was like back then?
I am pleased to see the two of you on better terms of late. Megara always was as she appears. Dutiful and quite particular. Thoughtful and dependable. Respectful.
Respectful. Definitely.
Yeah, I get that from her all the time. She's super respectful.
I have this awful contraband I wanted to turn in as soon as possible, if you don't mind taking it from me, Meg.
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag? Why don't you tell me why you're here and what you want?
Oh boy.
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess? Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted just to talk to you, and patch things up, maybe.
Patch things up? What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies. But I can see you're making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. Trade you these horrid things.
Cool.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, that's something I would actually go for. Titan Blood for 15 keys? I'm just never looking for keys now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss that bargain.
The featured house servant Achilles.
You said goodbye? What? Are you taking off? Or are you talking about that conversation between Zag and Meg? Rest his weary bone.
That's one more prophecy fulfilled.
Seemed a very... Yeah, right?
Guess I have been rather busy.
Oh, I got 10 things. Heck yeah. So a friendly wager. Defeat... Oh yeah, I still have to work on that. Then the dragon's rival. I have to reach the surface with the hidden aspect of... Yeah, okay. What was that with the 15? What do I have to do for that? Oh, the pairings. I may not get that, because that seems kind of dependent on chance. Well, it's kind of like I said earlier. Like, I think there is some bad history between Zagreus and Megara. He's clearly said a lot of stupid things. Alright, so now that I've had a successful run with this, I don't think I'll be using the bow much anymore. Gonna sock it to you, pal! Sock it to you, sock it to you, sock it to you, sock it to you. I love how dramatic he was about that. I think I'm gonna fuck with this. Oh, I can level shit up too. Hold on. Let me unlock the final aspects of you. After you manually reload, your next shot is empowered. But I'm not fucking with that weapon right now. Instead, I'm gonna... Or should I level you up? Let me level you up. Yeah, heavy attack, special... Yeah.
Hidden power. Stygius, reveal your secrets.
Well, fuck it. I just leveled this up a lot. I think I'm going to use it. Why not? The aura now reduces damage by 35%, so... Why not? Besides, I need to work on getting up to heat level 8. I kind of have to now, yeah, right? I was going to use this, and I might level that up a lot at some point too, but... I've had several great runs with this, so I might as well keep using it, right? Especially now that I've had one run with each weapon. I have the full victory set, Alders. We finally did it. What you wanted to see. I feel like as long as I stay in the aura, even with extreme measures, that fight shouldn't be too bad. Ooh. The Theseus fight. So much to collect and level up. Oh yeah. And I haven't even scratched the surface with Breath of the Wild yet. I am approaching something of an end with this. I'm not too far from... Hold on. Shut up. So it's like, you know, this is my progress meter now. I have to get all... I'm trying to get all of these gods' heart levels up as high as I can go, which is apparently 6. So I've got Hermes to 4, Dionysus to 3, Ares to 4. Artemis is now my bae. Aphrodite, I need to work on her hearts more. Athena and Zeus. So it's like Poseidon, I'm good. Artemis, I'm good. And Demeter, I'm good. How's it going, AM Lord? Welcome back to Valfius TV. Yeah, it's the kind of thing I don't think I could just play this game on stream. I do think the grind would wear on me a bit if I tried to just do this. But, you know, having other games to dive into and then coming back to this when I'm kind of in the mood is definitely cool. So, I think I'm going to do one more run of this, then I'm going to switch over to some Stardew Valley for a bit.
Well, time to go get killed again.
Zag, be more optimistic, come on.
Cheers to that, man. Bet she's something else. But you just watch for that whip of hers, okay?
Okay. Oh, I didn't even have to re-roll this time. The game just knows what I want.
More ringers. Punishment has its perks. You have my attention.
I have a challenge for you, boy.
Okay. Oh, God! Oh, come on! I didn't realize it was an exploding kitten. That's not fair. That's not fair. That this game's cheating. Oh my God, that was just. Oh, fuck.
Concealed in the dark recesses of the underworld is the land of Erebus, wherein the dead await eternal sentencing. They long for the attention and good graces of their master, the Lord Hades.
Oh, I feel.
Father's goons assemble to come after me.
I feel robbed. I really do. If I could turn back time, I could find a way. Hope the day's going well for you. I hope the day's going well for everyone here. Do appreciate everyone showing up.
The power of the gods. Let's try this instead.
Give me some nectar. Pretty please with sugar on top. God damn it, no nectar for me.
Bit of a break.
That really sucks. I'm telling you. Like, that's why I've named this stream what I've named it. I really do think nectar is the rarest thing in the universe. The game never wants to give it to me.
The gods have spoken. This offering is but a trifle, Uncle Zeus, for all your magnanimity.
Magnanimity.
So fine a gift again, my dear nephew. Would that my sons and daughters on Olympus here would show me such respect from time to time.
Right.
By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch, if you'll forgive my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
I feel insulted. I'll still gift him the nectar for the lore. Ow! Oh. If it was literally anything else, I would go for Chaos, but I'll never turn down Lady Artemis. Not gonna do it.
Lady Artemis.
That lush and lecher Dionysus counts you as a friend? I'm hoping that there must be some mistake, yeah, Zagreus?
I'm friends with everyone. Never had an.
What lurks in the river Styx?
And what, pray tell, lurks in these depths below? Any minute now. Any minute now. Yep, there we go.
I am victorious.
That's one way to put it. I'll be honest. Although, you know, I was about to say I have yet to lose to a fish, but I guess every time they get away, I do technically lose to a fish.
Should help keep me going.
So maybe I should just hush, you know?
I'm all worked up. You're absolutely right there, mate.
Oh, that was a temporary one-time deal.
Who dies next?
I'm not going to be going for those just in the off chance that the deal becomes available again. I was just talking about how it would have been really nice to have been able to do that.
All these river denizens you've caught, little Hades, it can only mean we share a deep connection, don't you think? I with my power over the entire vastness of the seas, and you with the power to ensnare a hapless fish with but a flick of the wrist.
Whoa, so I just got a heart for him just from catching fish? I mean, I'll take it. I don't remember what that does. What does that do? Your guard gauge at 15%. That's pretty good. I don't have any coins, so this feels like a bit of a wasted visit, but I can buy some darkness. There we go.
Business.
Can buy some darkness before I get more darkness.
I'm back, ladies.
Mrr! What happened to trying to say Zagreus? I'm a little disappointed that plotline's not continuing. I really want her to learn how to talk, you know? Or at least say my name. Come on, say it. Valgrius. There we go. She's still trying.
Always disturbing.
Who did we murder? I have no idea. I have no idea who we murdered. And she's one of the characters I can't give any nectar to. Unfortunately. Her and Electo both. The only Fury sister I can romance is Meg. Maybe if I successfully romance Neg, they'll treat me more kindly, though, you know? I know the relationship between the Fury sisters is less than positive. But maybe.
Already made it out of Tartarus.
I did. I literally have no money. I don't even know why I looked in there.
Broke out of Tartarus.
No, I have no idea who she thinks I've murdered. Especially since Zagreus is primarily fighting the dead, you know? They're already dead. Can you really murder someone that's already dead? Can you...
What now? Message for me.
Just thought I'd check up on you, boss, and bring you this.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Greater evasion, you have a chance to dodge automatically. I'm gonna go for that. Oh, my two favorite things. I don't know which to go for, more health or... I'll go for more boon. More boon's always nice.
Delicious. Stronger still. Razor sharp.
The two powers that usually go hand in hand. I don't have a... Yeah, I don't have any nectar right now, so it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'll go for Dionysus.
I love snakes. Olympus, I accept this message.
I don't even choose the nectar for the health anymore. I just choose it because it's a nectar. So now I can gift someone later on in the run.
catch my breath. That's a relief.
Need.
I'll save you from the magma fishes.
If it was really a problem, Zag, don't you think they wouldn't be swimming in it in the first place? I mean, if you really think about it. Oh, just a crustacean? It is a magnificent crustacean. It is the most crustaceanous crustacean that has ever crustaceaned. I just wanted to say crustacean a lot, don't mind me.
So my heart tells me that you've developed quite the bond with Moody Thanatos, haven't you there? I always figured that his brooding quality was just an act.
I meant to gift her. I forgot. I shall see her again, I'm sure. What are you noting? What I said or what she said?
To catch up some other time, Bernie, as I'm in a bit of a rush.
What? You don't want to say crustacean all the time? It is such a wonderful word, crustacean. I don't know if crabs are like technically fish. What do I got? What do I got? I got. You know what? I'm gonna buy one of these, and I hope I catch another crustacean. I'll buy that too while I'm at it. I just played a whole game about crabs, I should know. I mean, it's been a while, you know, it's been like... When did I beat another Crab's Treasure? It's been a month now, hasn't it? Oh, piss! Oh no, it's 60 coin I'll never get back. I wasted it.
You again.
Anyway, I'm trying to say that I've completely forgotten everything about it. I might have to play it again.
It's Hermes.
Yeah.
I never could have come this far this quickly had it not been for your tireless support, Lord Hermes, sir. I'm in your debt.
You know, cuz, I gotta say I had a few concerns when we first met, your father being who he is and all, but you're all right.
You know what? That is a fair thing to say. Also, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Too busy being distracted about crabs. About crabs, I forgot about the fish. Yeah, I mean, you know, everything I was fighting was crabby in that game, right? For at least for the most part. There were a few enemies that weren't crabs, but by and large, they were all crabs, right? And hey, you. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Hey, you. I don't want to leave my circle. I made this circle. It belongs to me. Hey, you. Have you heard about my circle? The only negative about it is that there are no crustaceans in it. It's very sad. Have you come to hear about our Lord and Savior, my circle? It's really great.
Gods grant me strength.
Nope. Ran right into it. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
More coming then.
Oh, Franny, I've been meaning to ask, how are your adventures with Zagreus going? Have you been playing much of this game, or... Dash strike, hit swat.
Sharpened. No, it's the butterfly chamber.
I understand. You're getting your fix from watching me. I'm just put on such a good show with it. Feel free to ignore that.
Farewell for now, sinister ball of butterflies. Olympus, I accept this message.
Yeah, fix some mods because it made you feel better being able to fix something and binge watch Bones. Oh. That's fair. Critical does even more damage. Whenever I critical, I think I want to go for this. A nice clean kill. Let's kill them cleanly. Shall we?
Peace and quiet. That's good. Come
in here, Zagreus.
Oh, yeah, please, by all means. I feel like I'm running into you more now.
We have this. He's trying to respawn. Damn it, won't come back.
Chamber
Good
secure.
enough to eat.
You got a lot of them.
I did.
You have this.
You know you're doing alright when you can outkill death. Okay, you need to go.
Couldn't help but hear the rattling of battle chariots of late, raucous laughter and the like. You've really riled up the locals this time, stranger.
Must be Theseus and his fancy Macedonian. So he's been joyriding about in that thing, showing it off.
Your arrivals are becoming a bit of an event, I'd say. And yes, the champion and his bull friend are likely at the center of it. You'll have to forgive me that I've no intent on attending your contests, but, well, here.
That's easily forgiven. Let's get some more damage going.
Thanks a lot.
Because I do have my, my extreme measures up to 3, so this is going to be quite the fight.
Here's the fee. What a team. Which boons it going to be?
I know. I'm working on it as best I can.
Brothers in death! Come forth, blackguard, and you shall soon be crushed under the massive wheels of the finest chariot the world has ever known.
He seems to be in high spirits.
You only have that chariot because of me, you know. It's all because of a condition of the Pact of Punishment. Nothing you did or earned, so drop the act.
What? You claim to be my benefactor, when in truth you are my figuratively mortal enemy? I'll do the chariot equivalent of trample you.
You kind of defeated your personal Hades. Any victory is a good victory. I won't knock it. Oh, right, you...
You think you have the wherewithal to achieve victory?
No. Get away from him, get away from him, get away from him. I forgot about that new attack he gets when he's fully armored. I was hoping for more of those to go for Theseus, but that's fine. Get back here with your twin Gatling guns. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
We can take more than that.
Haha.
The Macedonian destroyed? Olympus, 'tis my time of need. I am not finished yet.
Could you?
Finally. Nix's power. To my greatest fan.
Yeah. That fight's always going to be rough now.
Hurry up then, and I shall see you outside.
Okay, Dad. He's like, come on, boy. Have your breath of fresh air. Have your... yeah, I don't know. Kind of ran out of things to say there.
I'll take this one. All these tunnels.
Oh god, there's... Big rats are always fun. I'm really curious about something. I'm not going to try to test it because, you know, that would be silly. But I'm really wondering if my sacred ground here even decreases the damage I take from poison. That would be really interesting.
Must be the last of them.
Ah, piss. It's when you don't feel deserving that you're at your most deserving, right? Unless you're... Thank you.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Sure. I like that.
Going back.
Unfortunately, each room up here counts as an encounter, so I wouldn't be able to keep it all the way to the Hades fight, I don't think.
Need a cure. To dust. The power of the gods.
Well said, Alders. Well said. Not even giving them a chance. I'm just like, no.
Here we are.
Perfect.
Should fetch me something. Ah, good. It's still fresh. Let's just go down this Sata hole. Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave.
No, I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I'm gonna get this.
I'll take it.
Uh.
Palm power.
And then Aphrodite. Oh no, I don't like that. Yeah, for when Dad hits me.
Cerberus again accepts the sack.
Bye for now, boy. What lurks in the waters of the surface? Got a bite. Just a gum.
Think you need to fill out your challenge. Which challenge is that? Like, I've already got all of my, I've got a victory with every weapon. That was really the only thing I was concerned about today, was finishing that off and getting the bow. And, of course, gifting out the nectar and everything. It didn't have a scroll by it, which means I've already picked it. If I haven't picked it and it's a fated choice, it'll have a scroll icon by it.
No matter how often you defeat me, I shall face you here.
If it had a scroll by it, I would have picked it regardless of how I felt about it, you know? What I've kind of been doing. Oh, piss. Try that again. There we go. Oh no. He got me with the heated blood. Again. Oh, come on! He goes for his darkness right as I pull that out. Oh, man. I feel robbed again. That's just bad luck.
Nowhere to hide from me.
Now, as far as I can recall, you hired me for this job. So, I mean... Watch me squirm.
It seems I was no match for you at this time. You're quite strong.
He sounds almost proud. See, he sounds almost proud, you know? By my father's name. Get the Titan blood. Oh, clear an escape attempt with a hidden weapon artifact. So this is the first time I've done that. Okay.
The underworld prince is getting rather good at this, but let us say he perished anyhow.
It's like, he's getting kind of decent at this, but...
Showed you that time, Father.
Plenty of time for sleeping once your shift is over, right, brother?
There you are.
Nope, unfortunately not. Well, I mean, you can fish in the arena that you fight Hades in. There is a chance of a fish spawning there, and that's where you can still catch the surface fish, but that's it.
You ever think of giving Thanatos a break, Father? He seems to have more than his fair share of work of late.
Blame the blasted mortals for perishing so easily, or blame Lord Ares prior to accusing me. With their surface wars, not only do they kill each other readily, but also often subsequently perish from the consequences of it all.
What wars? What's going on up there? Why don't the other Olympians do something?
Bah, how should I know? The mortals are equipped to settle their petty differences by any number of means. You have to make room for them all sooner or later, regardless.
That's certainly a way of looking at it.
I know, I was really bummed out the first time it did that. I was really looking forward to visiting the garden. Like I'd like, I was joking about like having a little mini Stardew Valley in my Hades, right? Like I could tend to the garden, do something. I was really looking forward to it. But nay, was not meant to be.
I wanted to ask you more about Nyx and Chaos, sir. So they just drifted apart. I mean, why not just keep in touch? I don't understand. How hard is it just to say hello from time to time?
It could be more difficult than you think, Zagreus.
It can be harder than you know.
Thank you.
For someone like Nyx, she was responsible for no small part of creation herself. As her relationship with Chaos grew more strained, she gave birth to strife, misery, doom, sons and daughters you don't hear about too much.
What, really? I've never heard Hypnos or Thanatos mention any of them, let alone Nyx. They sound like a handful. Where are they? What happened?
I don't know, lad. On the surface, I suppose. My point is, Nyx had her own problems to contend with. Dealing with her brood, governing the underworld all on her own before your father arrived. Her relationship with Chaos suffered for it.
Yeah, I can see that.
It may not have just had a very easy way to have you visit it. Does Zag know anything? He for most of this game, he has struck me as a very young god. Like, he hasn't been around that long, so he's learning about the Pantheon, and by extension, I'm actually learning a little bit about Greek mythology. Alders and a couple of other people, but like Alders in particular has been filling out my education quite nicely. I'm learning more about Greek mythology thanks to that as well. All right, let's inspire the troops.
Some mortals don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. He made the little candle happy too, just... Oh, I got you.
Orpheus must be an asphodel.
And I started to talk serious about it. I was just like, yeah, I'm learning about the gods.
Where were we?
So I need 5 for that, and then 4 more to free Sisyphus from his sentencing. So I've got 2 things I'm working toward right now. Achilles is the higher priority for me.
How has it been for you of late, Nyx? Having Mother here again for old time's sake?
Just to remind everyone of what I'm doing.
Though reminiscent of an older time, it is now very different, child. For one thing, you are present now, unlike before.
Oh, right. So are you getting on okay? Is everything all right?
Everything is all right. Your birth mother, Persephone, her presence has been welcome here, I think.
Well, he was super bad at God School. He really sucked at his previous job. There was just, from Hades' perspective, Zag could do nothing right. But we have now found our purpose, so...
I think so too. Orpheus got on the board.
I'm so proud of our man. Yeah. See, that deal is gone now. It will probably return at some point. Hello.
Hey, Prince, I saw that Orpheus, he got some time away. Did you do that? He's visiting his muse, that's what he said. That's so exciting. I mean, they've been separated the whole time they've been dead.
They have a lot of catching up to do for sure, though I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, you did it!
Here's the catch of the day, or night. Use them wisely, my friend. It's a deal.
Go ahead and buy the nectar. Like I said, I'm trying to work on that as much as I can, so I won't be saving up the keys for a while. I won't be advancing in rank for a while either, too, because of that. Because I need five of the nectar to be able to do.
I can be more.
While we're here though, and we have some, let's go ahead and do that. 2,000. It's gonna stick with Fated Authority because I've got 5 dice rolls with that, but good God, I have at least 1 rank in each Mirror of Night talent.
Long way to go. I think I'm ready.
Blood. Oh, I haven't been paying attention. Let's take a look. Now they just strike me as clouds. The red is something on the leaves, like on the trees. Yeah. Wonder what kind of fruit that is. Like, what do the underworld? Well, they're called the chthonic gods. What do the chthonic gods partake in? Alright. Oh, I still have to give to Skelly. If completing Mom's plan wasn't so important, I would. Passion fruits? Maybe. Oh, you're talking about the palms? It could be. I got 3 achievements today. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at all of my achievements? Alright. So, it's been a while since I've visited my farm, so that's why I really wanted to, like, specifically make some time for it. Oh, right. I should probably change the category of the stream now. Because I don't have original thought in my head, that's what I'm naming the farming portion of the stream. Farm. Do 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 do. extra.